Next Gen Reviews here, and I'm doing Soldier of Fortune Double Helix 2 for the original Xbox. I have got the 360, but to be honest, I'm doing an Xbox Day today. So let's put it in. Okay, so immediately you see something really weird, and that's the beginning of the game. This isn't silver, as you see there. It's kind of weird. So basically I haven't got a clue about the story. Apparently you just killed terrorists and that's about it. Yeah, I'm not kidding. So as far as graphics go, they are quite bad actually. They're not too good, they're not too bad. It's kind of an upside down kind of game. I haven't played this one on my Toshiba yet, so I'm just gonna see what it looks like basically. So I decided I'll do a little review on it. I'm gonna be quite what's the word? Honest. I'm gonna be quite honest. This is not my kind of game. I like a game with story. Like this game, it gives you a machine gun and just goes, hey, you're gonna have fun. But to a lot of people, it's giving the player a machine gun. It tells them to go and gun down some people. Isn't it good enough? It isn't for me. So basically, you're kind of doing this really, and you get these loading screens, but it's kind of stupid about it is you just haven't got a clue what to do. There's no kind of objectives, which is kind of weird. Yeah, I just sound strange there, which is very weird because I mean, why would there be no objectives? It's kind of strange, but yeah. Anyway, if you're wondering, I'm gonna calm down in my videos. Anyway, this looks okay actually now on my Toshiba. Before it looked hideous. Looks okay. It's very gory. Put it that way. It's very gory. But it's realistic goriness. It's probably one of the most goriest, weirdest game ever invented. Shame there was no actual aiming thing, but this game was okay since it's kind of crap loads of stuff to do, like there's enemy tripwires and everything like that. Also, I like the feature where you had to actually take cover. Yeah, like a lot of Modern Warfare games nowadays is ridiculous. You know, they just expect you can run through the whole game without dying. But this time, no, you need to take cover. You need to take your cover wisely as well. Since there is destroyable objects in the game, you need to basically take cover. The damage effects are actually really good. They a few shots and they're dead, which is kind of realistic for the guns. They're obviously trying not to make it too realistic, but at the same time it works quite well. The health system's good. You get quite a bit of health. As many of you will probably, if you've ever played any original Xbox games, it's got the same Doom 3 kind of engine to it, and I have to admit it works great. There's no problems really towards it, which is good to hear about. The blood looks quite realistic. It doesn't look too bad. It looks okay. Yeah, I don't know if I actually said this, but I'm going to try and calm down on my reviews. I'm very hyper. I just love the games where you need to be very strategy. There's a little team over here. The graphics used to be really bad when I had them on my other TV, but they're not half that bad. It just looks like if you're not wearing glasses. Not like I wear glasses, but that's just kind of weird. I like the atmosphere as well. I like Vietnam games. Reason I like Vietnam games is they're actually quite cool. Most games around 2004, Vietnam games were worth buying. Conflict games, I think it was Conflict Vietnam. As most of you played Conflict games, you know that they are good games. I remember playing Conflict Desert Storm. Everyone had that game. That was a good game. See, that was a booby trap. This isn't a half bad game actually. It's probably worth a few playthroughs. I know it is kind of realistic and you need to be very careful. Also, I like how the Viet Cong actually hide. Like, Modern Warfare 3 and all them new games, yeah, you know, I don't mind them. Just like, I'm just saying, comparison, you know, they will actually try and run away. You know, the more I play it, the more I'm getting into it, and I find it quite cool. They kind of do get cover, and as you see here, it's got a weird tree effect of Doom. But they will take cover, and you will not see them unless you scan the area, like I'm doing here. Booby traps are actually booby traps. You can't, there's no blinkers or anything, so you can just walk into them by accident and not know, which is a good part. So you need to keep looking, get in the grass, have a look around. Also, what I like this game for is you don't know what's around the corner, which is really good. Like you see there, I've just went in and gunned all these people down, and if I was looking the other way, it would have been quite lethal. Like that. But I didn't actually look or look properly. It's very gory. I would advise it. I wouldn't give it an 18. I'd give it a 15. Because gore is kind of a bit dated, but nevertheless it's still quite gory. But still a great game. I think this is probably only about £5-6 now. It's very great. Fairly cheap, but I don't know about the story. I think it unwraps a bit more later on in the game, which is, it's okay. I don't mind those games, but I don't know. I'm kind of one of those people that prefer games to be straight on. Okay, so there's a lot of puzzles actually. Puzzles like exploding things and stuff like that. Them kind of puzzles. Like that. I have to explode that building for some reason. To do something. Like I said, puzzles. I actually don't know what I meant to do. Oh yes, there's a button in here. Oh, right. See, that's kind of puzzles that you'll face throughout the game. The checkpoints are kind of, I don't think there is. I think you need to save them, as far as I can remember. I think there's kind of save ones, but nevertheless, it does work. And actually, the more you play it, the more it gets okay. So I think you're some kind of agent or something like that. But I have a problem with this game, and that is that your team just runs off, and you're kind of by yourself. I have no problem with lone wolf games. I just prefer having a few people by my side to help me through these booby traps and everything. But no, nevertheless, like I said, it's an okay game. It's quite addictive actually, when it comes down to actually shooting these bad guys, since it's very explosive. And also just looking around for these booby traps, frame rate can dip. It actually is very, I don't know, it's very disappointing that the frame rate can dip. If you don't know what that is, it means that basically the game will start lagging. That's what frame rate is. And sometimes it'll be fine, sometimes it'll be smooth, but next things you know, its frame rate has dipped a few 20, 30, which is quite bad. But it makes up for it by basically not making it too bad. But it's not too bad, but it can be at some time. Like too many enemies spawning or anything can make it quite bad, but it should be okay. I also noticed some quite weird checkpoint systems. If you, I don't know, I think if you come over here, are they stationed here? Yeah, they what? This is where your team is, but how exactly did they get over there? When do you think they'd kill them? Okay, but that's weird. It's still an awesome game, and I would definitely decide a pick up or anything like that. And I have to admit, this is quite addictive actually. So anybody that's a fan of these kind of Doom kind of thing, games like me, I'm a fan of it. And if anything, I would definitely recommend this game. It's probably only a few pounds now. It's an okay game, so yeah, pick it up.